Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to practice change to more number stories. To start off with, let's discuss what is a number story. A number story can be called a story problem, number story, or word problem. And it is a short story that illustrates a math equation. Here is an example. Sarah has 2 marbles. Jim has 3 marbles. How many do they have altogether? So Sarah had 2 marbles. Then Jim had 3 marbles, and they wanted to know how many they had altogether. 5. The method that we like to use to go through our story problems and how we solve a story problem is called UPS check. First, we have to understand the story problem. We read it and think, what facts do I know? What do I not know? Then we have to plan. We choose a strategy. Draw a picture, make a chart, write a problem, and look for a pattern. Next, we solve. S. Show all your work. Very, very important. Write an equation and label all important numbers. At the end, we want to make sure to check our answer to make sure it makes sense. Now, why in the world do we need to know how to solve story problems? Because math in real life can happen. So you just need to be prepared for any time that you might have to share an answer or come up with a solution to a problem. We're going to start today by introducing an add to or joining number story. There's a lot of different types, but this one is what we're going to start with today. You start with an amount and then you get more added. Some keywords in the story problems will be altogether, sum, total, and in all. This right here is called a change diagram. In a change diagram, you start with a number, then something changes, and then you have where it ends up at the end. Here is an example of an add to or joining problem. We'll fill this out, our change diagram, as we go. There were 4 crabs on the beach. 5 more joined them. How many crabs are there now? Well, we started with 4 crabs, then 5 more joined. So would I be adding or taking away if 5 more joined? We would be adding, so we'll put plus 5. And so now we just need to come up with our ending answer. Anything we don't have, we will put a question mark to. So 4 plus 5. As a second grader, I know we can figure that out in our head, but you could use a number line to show how to get there. You can do stack and add if you want. So 4 plus 5, I know that 4 plus 5 equals 9. So underneath you would write 9. There we go. Let's try another problem. Remember, this is our add to. So that means our ending number is going to be unknown, but let's read the problems. Lucy had 52 shells. She found 21 more shells. How many shells does Lucy have in all? And in all helps us know that we're adding. So Lucy started off with 52 shells. So we'll write 52 in the start in our change diagram. Then she found 21 more shells. So if it's more, we're adding. How many shells does Lucy have in all? Have they given us the in all? No, so we will put a question mark in the end. You can now, with our UPS check, we've understood the problem with the U. Now we have to plan it. So we've already put it in a number model, and we have to give our strategy. Let's go ahead and come up with what we're going to do. I want to do stack and add. So I'm going to do 52 plus 21 and figure it out. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 5 plus 2 equals 7. So now she has 72. What does she have 72 of? Shells. Now we've solved it. We've understood it with the U. We've planned it with the P. We've solved it with the S. And now we need to check it. So let's go back and just double check. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 5 plus 2 equals 7. Wonderful. Let's go on to our next problem. 25 children are riding on a bus. At the next stop, 5 more children get on. How many children are on the bus now? Now let's think of our UPS check. We first have to understand the problem. Well, I know that there are 25 children on the bus. 5 more get on. So if we have 25 children starting at the beginning, we have 5 more on, we need to figure out how many are on the bus now. So we've understood the problem. Now let's plan it out. Let's plan it in here. We started with 25. We had 5 more join, so we're going to add, and we don't know how many we have on the bus now yet. Now, let's go ahead and solve it. Let's do our problem and solve it. I'm going to do another stack and add, because I know we know how to do that. So 25 plus 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Well, I can't put 10 down here, but I can put my 0 here and carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. So our answer is there are 30 children. Wonderful. Now, we've done UPS. Now we need to check our answer. 25 plus 5, that's correct. 5 plus 5 is 10. Put the 0 down below, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, 30. 30 children is correct. Now we are going to practice one more problem together. Looks just a little bit different. David had 12 cats. His mom bought him 3 more cats. How many does he have now? Well, let's start with our UPS check. U is to understand, P is to plan, S is to solve, and check is at the bottom. All right, let's understand. Well, David had 12 cats. His mom got him 8 more cats. And how many does he have now that we're trying to figure out the ending? All right, let's plan this. Started with 12. He added 8 more from his mom. Do we know the ending yet? No, so we're going to put a question mark there. Next, we need to write our number model. But let's write just the beginning. 12 plus 8 equals question mark, what we're solving for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do stack and add off to the side. 12 plus 8. 2 plus 8 is 10. You put the 0 below, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I will write 20. And what does he have 20 of? Cats. That's what the unit is because we're talking about cats. Not talking about cookies, not talking about rocks, talking about cats. Now let's check it. 12 plus 8 equals something. Our number model is exactly what's in our change diagram. Then I answered the problem by solving it. So 20 cats is our answer.